Knowing this is your final season, how emotional is it for you on the set? And how's your mum responding to the news?
The set is a funny place because you go back and forth. Part of you is so used to the routine that every day seems like it's been for the last 11 and a half years. But then there are these moments where you're like, we only have 17 more of these. We only have 17 more Thursday rehearsals. And then it becomes very sentimental. I don't want to say exactly sad, but there is a sadness to it, even though it seems like the right time and it seems to be a good moment. It is very emotional, and it's going to be very hard not to see all these people with the regularity we have for the past decade. My mother she cried. She cried when I first told her, and which, to me, it's very understandable. As much as this has changed my life and as much wonderful things have happened to me because of it, it's been my job, and it's still, as wonderful as it is, it's still your work. And for my mother, it's just been kind of a long celebration. I mean, the excitement she's had, the joy she's had of getting to watch it and share it with her friends and bring friends to the tapings and things like that. I really understand how this is a real loss for her in that way. I hope that I get to do many more things that bring her as much joy. But there is something specific about a TV show, and especially a comedy that airs in your living room once a week, to be able to come and be a part of a live taping like that most other formats don't afford. This is really probably a once-in-a-lifetime experience, obviously for me, but for her too.
What are you taking from the set?
The only thing I've considered taking from the set is this striped pillow that's on the couch in the Leonard and Sheldon apartment. And even that I'm not sure they'd give me, although who the hell wants it? Unless they're sending it to the Smithsonian. I'm not sure what they're doing with it.
Has anything of Sheldon's, his personality, maybe the way he knocks on a door, stayed with you?
I would say it's even at a deeper level, if anything has stayed with me or been an effect on my life, it's been the logical way in which he views things. I feel like I tend to be most people are a much more emotional person than Sheldon is as a character. But I, as a person, am a much more emotionally reactive. And there is, if not taken to the extreme that Sheldon does at times, there's a real healthy trait to be taken from him, which is this kind of detached breakdown of a situation before letting yourself fly off the handle. Or, not that he doesn't do that at times, but overall, this being able to not be too sucked into a sadness or anger or sentimentality, and that can be very healthy if used wisely.
Final question. What will you miss most about the show?
I'll miss seeing everybody on the set, the other actors, but even the crew as a whole. All of them, but especially those. We have so many crew members that are with us every day that we're there, not just on tapings. And it's hard because it is like a family. And without sounding negative, one of the things about family is the way that you are able to take them for granted, because you know that they're always going to be there. And now we're starting to realize the ways in which we obviously won't always be there, not in a daily way. Not to say that we're going to leave each other's lives and never talk again, but we're forced to see each other for 9 months out of the year, several times a week, and that'll be hard to get used to that not being there.